Okay, how do I start this? Nightreign. Are we so excited for it? New FromSoft title. You know, the creme de la creme of studios that make only the best. Good release after good release. Can never really go wrong. But is this FromSoft? I guess I have a lot of opinions about this game, and I'm not sure how I'm going to phrase them all, because I got a lot. I'm excited because it's FromSoft. It's the creators of Elden Ring that made an awesome game. Like, despite anyone's opinions, it was a good game. It was ambitious. It was big. It made Game of the Year, right? It definitely did. It had to, right? That's the reputation it has, is that it had to be. Is that even if I can't exactly remember, it had to be because it was that good, right? So when you see Nightreign, you're going to be like, it has to be that good. It has to be good. Like, come on. This is FromSoft. These are the ones who make so many good titles. Can you really say that it's ever going to be different? I think you can. One, because the introduction to how Nightreign is going to be, plus how they're like bringing it out to the audience, like how you're going to pay for it, is scary. It is super scary. Overall, like the style of gameplay, the Fortnite-esque like ring. Let's start with that. I like that one. The ring, despite the fact that I will constantly make fun of it. Haha. It's the Elden Ring, but Fortnite ring. I think it's actually really cool. It's not like other rings where it's just a giant wall. I like the fire. I like that it's like part of the lore, like the night coming on to you. I think that is very cool. I think that is a really interesting concept, and it doesn't seem annoying as other rings where it just flies across the map, and then if you're just not in the zone, then you're just gonna have to be like in the storm for just like a long time, and that really sucks. But it seems like it's slower than your run speed always, so I don't think it's going to be too bad, and it's just gonna like sometimes be a problem here and there, so you just gotta manage your time. That's fine, right? I think that's completely fine. I think it adds to like the whole rush of everything. The problem is not the ring itself, but the challenges it brings. Rushing, like time, like you're timed. You do not get to just sit around and think about things. When you get items, they're going to be preset. They're going to be like set abilities, set like skills, set little passives. But that's going to cause you to be like, what is best for me? And you're going to have to think. Or you don't think. Basically, what they want you to do is they want you to make quick decisions. But there's going to be people who won't make quick decisions. And in a game where it seems like you're going to have to play with randoms, unless you want a real challenge, you're going to have to play with other players. Which, if you don't have like friends that are on constantly, or you just aren't a very friend person, you just are one to play solo when it comes to these games, that's a problem. That's a huge problem, like unbelievably. Like, because what if they take too long? Like, what if they're wasting time? What if they're not doing the things they need to be doing to like rush to the new zone? What if they just like spam against the boss and then die? Like, just spam attack and just don't do anything. With Elden Ring, that wasn't a problem because everyone was playing by themselves, right? Everyone fought Morgoth by themselves, or maybe with friends. But most of the time, it was just by yourself. You're fighting Morgoth, you're fighting Margit. You die, then you die, right? You die, no one gets affected by that. Here, everyone gets affected by that. If you die, if your friends die, that's it. You don't get a second chance. You don't go back to the grace behind the door. You're done. you queue up for the next match. And that is a little scary for a game that needs like actual focus. Some people don't have that focus, and that's okay. But it's going to be a problem for a lot of people who don't have those friends or feel like the challenge of one player is going to be way too hard. Not only is Elden Ring a Dark Souls game, it's the tried and true FromSoft fashion. They're hard games. That's fine. But this is also Nightreign, the game where it scales based off having a team of players. Instead of just fighting one draconic tree sentinel, you're fighting like extra like knights beside him. Every single boss fight is like that one knight from the consecration field to get the last Haligtree medallion. That's what it is. That's like every average boss fight is going to be like that, because it needs more enemies to make up for more players. But if you're playing solo, that's going to be incredibly hard. So fast-paced gaming is going to be miserable for people who aren't fast-paced and aren't like making quick decisions and good decisions on the fly. Countered with bosses and enemies and situations that are geared towards multiple players, which will make it harder for you to be solo after you decided that all these people just aren't worth the time and you want to play solo with. So it's like this like a cycle of just like, what are you supposed to do, right? What else? Reused assets. You're a big Dark Souls, Elden Ring fan. You played a lot. You're also very familiar with them, which makes you accustomed to what they were. Now you're going to get into this new game filled with all the same stuff.
It's a great story. Bullshit. But great. You should seriously consider becoming a screenwriter. What in the actual fuck?
Good evening.
I'm pretty sure I saw Fort Height like right by like the entrance, like leading up to the castle. There's just random buildings in this like newish Limgrave. Is it scary? No, I actually don't think it's that bad. I did say it was scary because like reused assets, what's new, right? I'm okay with not new things, but some people are not okay with not new things, right? With every single new release, it's a good game because it's new, it's refreshing, and it's a new take on the Dark Souls genre. Nightreign is not, right? When it comes to all these reused assets, that obviously shows a different precedent for like the average FromSoft, right? I like the idea of reused assets, but it's going to scare a lot of others. I am just a little scared because of the price that this game asks. I'm going to go to the big topic here since it kind of flows in with this, but the price of this game. I'm okay with reused, right? It may not be as the newest experience, but I've always just wanted a new way to play Elden Ring because I want to play Elden Ring like 20 different times. It's a really fucking good game. There's like, it's flawless, right? But finding a new way to play is always a way to get me back to playing Elden Ring. So Nightreign is a great way to do that. Problem is the price. Like, how do I explain Nightreign compared to Elden Ring? I think Nightreign is the Black Ops Zombies of Black Ops. It's the Red Dead Online to Red Dead. It's the Fortnite Save the World to Fortnite, or the other way around technically, because Fortnite Save the World was first. Anyways, just I get worried about that. It's like those three, but those three had those in their games, right? That was just an extra version, another way to play. If the one way you could play isn't something you want to do right now. You want to do something a little different. More replayability, right? Adds more options to play. But this is an entirely new game. That's scary. That's scary. I'm going to say that a lot. That's scary because something like Black Ops Zombies is like the usual, the regular, right? For Black Ops, right? And I've seen like constantly people talking about like Black Ops and the company that owns Black Ops. I don't really know it, but that company seems to always be in hot water because they're always seeming to like, where's the other one? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But it just seems like they're always usually not in great waters, right? Because they're usually like being lazy with things here and there. But at least they always had two different versions of their game, right? There was the multiplayer version, but there was also their zombies version. That was like the status quo. FromSoft is asking for a zombie version as a whole different game. A whole new price tag with a deluxe edition. What the hell is this? This is my main point of like why I'm so terrified over this thing. Deluxe edition? Really? That's what we're doing? Deluxe? No. When was the last time you've ever been super pumped for a deluxe premium whatever edition for your game? Never. Never. No one likes it. No one cares for it. And it shows just greedy extra pay for like nothing. The problem is that this is not nothing. Deluxe edition actually is gatekeeping characters from you. As far as I know, there's no other way to get the characters. Not a single other way to get the other characters. You just pay for them. As far as I know, the only way to get new characters is to pay for them with the deluxe edition. There's been no like, I've seen that there's like little buffs you can get after every single run, like little like gems of some sort to keep the game going, to show some sense of progression between every single run you do, but no like currency of any sort. I think there is some kind of currency at least, because there is a way to buy skins, and hopefully those skins are not purchasable. I hope not. They probably aren't. This is FromSoft, they can't go completely overboard. But I believe these skins you can grind for, which means there has to be some sort of currency, right? So hopefully that same currency can be used to get new characters. Because if not, having to pay for a whole new character. Again, the game, Nightreign, the like predecessor, I guess you'd say predecessor of Elden Ring, the game where you can be any character you ever desire. You want to be a strength build, you can be a strength build. You can be a magic build, you can be a magic build. All that stops you is larval tears and restarting your game to find more larval tears. But other than that, you can play any character, any weapon, any clothing, any spell, any weapon, right? Just how you like it, right? This game stops that, completely takes that all out and adds just characters to potentially have to pay for if there is no other way to grind for them. If there is a way to grind for them, okay, it's fine. But other than that, it's still like 10 times more restrictive than Elden Ring was. And for a game that is, yes, lower, like lower than full price. So people were like going on about saying like, oh, it's not full price. So, we're eating good, man. This is not like full price games. Like, I would hope it's not full price. This is all like most of it's reused. Like, there's nothing to be crazy about. Like, maybe if it was like way less, I'd be like, okay, yeah, not full price. And either way, I still want to buy this game, even at the price it is at, because it still looks really awesome. Again, FromSoft has made amazing work. I'm not going to discredit that at all. Don't get it twisted. They've made amazing stuff. But when you look at that deluxe edition being the same price, basically you can just equate deluxe edition with actual full game price. It's the same price as Elden Ring. It's the exact same price as Elden Ring. And the reason I say deluxe edition is just the full game instead of just because most deluxe editions, gold editions, premium editions are just like cosmetic bundles, stuff that you don't really need, like stuff that you really don't need. But this deluxe edition stops you from getting characters altogether. If they make it so you can get the characters either way, that's fine. But until then, they've completely gatekept it between a paywall. Yikes, that's scary. I keep saying scary. Like, I wouldn't usually say scary for any other company, but it's scary for FromSoft because this is not like them. This is not them, man. So this may be a huge shift from FromSoft in how they portray their titles from now on. Are they going to make little modes like this pay basically full price because you're going to want that deluxe edition if you want to get the full game. The fact that they don't even give you the full game immediately and then I'll then add more content to pay for it later is insane. How are they not giving you the final 2 characters that I know of for free? That is insane. Like, again, the game that's like the predecessor of Elden Ring, the game where you can make whatever you wanted. Any character, any build, any style, anything, right? Why are they completely stopping that for like characters, specific things that you have to pay for? Like, what is this? That's scary, you know? That's like Overwatch making characters completely for free, and every new character is for free, and then all of a sudden they put them in battle passes. Like, that's crazy. Like why would you ever do such a thing when you've shown that this quote, like the status quo is completely free new characters into putting them into battle passes? Like, that's insane. That would be insane. Like, why? When would they ever do that? Right? Like that would be crazy if they did that. Anyways, when I see Nightreign like this, I haven't heard anything too negative. I've heard people being negative about reused assets, stuff like that, like characters not being like other players not cooperating well, and this being a little too ambitious and expecting the community to just be able to just handle these things, which I don't think it will. Like, it was different when people started complaining about the difficulty of Shadow of the Erdtree, Elden Ring, saying it's too hard. Come on, this is FromSoft games, deal with it, right? But this isn't about difficulty. This is about like genuine like playability as a solo player, or like being able to play with randoms while also having a decent experience, like, at least, please, right? Without a decent experience, why would you want to continue playing, right? And the fact that it's all reused stuff, it's fun, but someone said it really well, that after 2 days, it's like that game that you play after 2 days with your friends, and then all of a sudden you ask them to play again and they're like, meh. And can you blame them? Again, all reused, all like the same stuff. It's same stuff, different day. It's the same stuff, different day. Like, it's pretty much that. Except they're now asking you to pay for new characters. And if they make this more of like live service like, I feel like they would have to make this live service like, actually. Not gonna say like that's bad. I'm saying that they have to. If they want this game to be successful and people want to play this game, they need to promise that they'll make more than just what they have here. Because what are you gonna do once you fight all the Night Lords? What are you gonna do? There's nothing to do, right? I've heard that there's little gems that give you more buffs for the next round, but I don't think that's gonna be like the creme de la creme of progression right there. I don't think much people are gonna play after that. After you kill all the Night Lords, what next? There's nothing. As far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, I keep saying far as I'm concerned, but as far as as far as I know, there's nothing else. One map, all the enemies that you've been told about, the characters you have. They have to make new characters. They have to make new maps. They need to make this live service. Now, I've heard that they're making a DLC. Most likely that DLC will be a new map, hopefully. New enemies, hopefully. New characters, hopefully. Problem is that this causes this also causes a Black Ops kind of effect, actually. This is very much Black Ops, isn't it? It's very much Black Ops. New, like, specialer, better editions, new maps, but you just gotta buy this DLC. And new weapons, which is just scary. It wouldn't be a problem if we looked at Black Ops for doing that, because that's what they do every day. Same shit, different day. Whatever, who cares? But this is FromSoft we're talking about. This is not a FromSoft thing, right? Why I keep saying Elden Ring and all the other IPs are just a banger, always something good, can't go wrong, is because it was FromSoft. It was the FromSoft way. Nightreign just really isn't the FromSoft way in any shape or capacity. Reused assets, just a different game mode. make some new stuff that keeps it fresh and entertaining and fits with the players versus NPC like environment. I get that, but that's like the least you can do for a game that you're trying to make Elden Ring but with people. Like that's the least you can do, right? But all reused, all overall same stuff. It's scary, and I don't feel like I'm gonna buy Nightreign. I was gonna buy it so fast. I was going to buy it so quick. Like oh my god, this looks so good. The combat looks amazing. I like the way they've like changed it to where if you don't have a torrent, then they've made your character faster. I think it's really cool. I like the movement. You're able to jump up on top of those guys now and like hit them right above them, which you can only do like very little in Elden Ring because there's very little moments where that would be a potential possibility. But now you can do it like all the damn time because you can always jump up on those guys. Problem is that I don't see that happening. Like the problem is that I just don't see that being enough content to last very long, and it will die very quickly. This game has to be live service. It doesn't have to be like, oh, it's DLC after a few months worthy. It needs to be like constant updates. It needs new stuff. I think this game could be super successful. I'm not saying that it can't be successful. I'm just saying that it could be super amazing. It could be like the next big thing if they keep adding content for free. Like not for free, for free. I'm saying you got to make new content, like period. Like you can potentially add more content that you have to pay for, but why wouldn't they just play it, enjoy it, and then just leave? Because this game is completely tailored to a few experiences, and then I'm out of here. There's nothing more to it. Elden Ring had infinite possibilities and so many secrets that you can replay it and have a really different experience all over again just by taking a few different steps, right? This game is the exact same damn thing. They may have these little gems that give you little extra bonuses for the next run. That's not the case. Like that's not the case for Elden Ring. It gave you completely new experiences. This does not. It needs more content. It needs more content. It needs to keep going, or else it's going to be a very quiet project and it will get a lot of hate. I think it will get a lot of hate. Maybe a bunch of people will like love this game and be like, oh my god, thank you for this deluxe bundle and making it full price for all assets I've already seen before. Thank you so much, FromSoft. You're the best. Which is even scarier. Like, them making this is a little scary because, again, a lot of reused stuff. Doesn't seem like a FromSoft thing. But people being happy about it, that's scary because that's going to give them the feedback. Oh, we should reset more. We should reuse more. Make them basically full price. Add more additions, and just go with the flow with every other company. No. FromSoft is a special child, and we need to keep it the way it is because no other game company truly makes games like they do. Not anymore. Right? FromSoft did something special with Elden Ring. Everyone loved it because of that. If they go off that path, they're just going to be like a bunch of other companies, and they're going to have a fan base that's like, man, I wish this company was back in the day. Now it's not, you know? It's going to be a bunch of those comments like, oh, I wish it was back in the day, and still playing their games because they wish to have that FromSoft that they used to know, you know? This is coming from a place of concern and worry because this game, when I first saw it, was like, I'm getting this game. This is so cool. This is such a neat twist on Elden Ring. And I think it's a great way to make replayability, where Elden Ring, after a long time, eventually couldn't, right? This would add replayability over and over again. But the way they've executed it, the way they're trying to sell it to people, the way they've like honestly not really taken advantage of reusing assets, you know, because like if you're gonna reuse assets. Like, are you kidding me? You're reusing assets, but you're just using like a bit of Limgrave and maybe some boss cameos. That's it. That's all you want to do. If you're gonna reuse assets, go hard or go home. Like, are you kidding me? go crazy. If you're gonna go and try and use so many other like, if you're just gonna use like assets from entirely different games like the Dark Souls series, do it. Get crazy. Get inventive. Make this like the like Pokemon home of like the dark of like From Software games. Make it everything, you know? Why are you just starting with just a few things? Criminal, absolutely criminal. I'm saying this out of like excitement because like this could be so good, but right now it's just for what they could have done, they haven't done. It's the best way to put it. For what they could have done, they haven't done. For the idea of being able to reuse assets, reuse like things that they've done in the past, they don't seem to be doing it. They don't seem to be like taking full advantage of that, which is sad. It's really sad because they have quite a library. My God, that's why I respect this company a hell of a lot. But this is wait. Oh, hold on. Wait. You have to hit people to revive them? Wait a minute. Wait. Stay alive, damn it. Don't die on me. Yo, please res me. I'm max level, man. Please, res me. Res me, I'm max level. I'm max level, man. Stay alive, god damn it. Stay alive. Don't die on me. Bro, I'm max level, bro. You stupid bitch.